So it's Vlogmas day 3. Today is supposed to be family. I have a journal page for that. I'm going to combine today and tomorrow's together, I think. Because tomorrow's supposed to be fun, I think. And I drew Victor climbing up to put the candy canes on the Christmas tree. I've just got to watercolor it. I drew it in one of those, whatever, I think it's the colored pencil, mechanical pencils. That went pretty well. I'm in my backyard, and of course I came out here, and I believe that the neighbors got a new puppy, and their bigger dog has been barking like crazy because the people across the street have been coming and going, and they have kids over. So, I hear the puppy whining, and it sounds like a baby. The bigger dog just quit barking. So I'm getting outside, and I guess switching the days around, because today is actually my self-care day, and it's artist date day, and it's get some stuff in the house cleaned. I have a crock pot meal going. I need to wash a few dishes and cook a bit more. Everything else is pretty much ready. I took Use It or Lose It December to make some decisions. So I opened a blog on WordPress, Journey with Burgess at wordpress.com, and it is encompassing all the things. I changed my Twitter handle to Journey W Burgess, so Journey with Burgess. It wouldn't let me put Journey with Burgess. I changed Instagrams to Journey with Burgess. And I think, I'm pretty sure if you look at Burgess Taylor, you're going to find me, or you're going to find a photographer in California. So, his pictures are way better than mine. He actually has really pretty pictures. I changed my email on the description for YouTube, and I like that a lot better. My YouTube's staying the same. It's just going to be Burgess Taylor. But I like that so far, and what I'm thinking is if I blog on that on a consistent basis, I've set it up, I haven't finished everything, so there's still some work to do on it, and I'll do it bit by bit. But if I blog on a pretty regular basis, I'm going to upgrade it to an actual website, and I'm going to get rid of the writeburgesstaylor.com because it only encompasses a part of me, and I would like to be able, I was doing everything on there, as in the writeburgesstaylor.com, a play on words, but it just felt more like I should be actually talking about writing, and I think that's because of the mindset. And I know I could just probably change my mindset, but yeah, I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and it felt like it was something else too, a transition, a transformation. And then I, of course, was listening to Arlen's Terrascopes, and one of my oracle cards was about transformation, and I felt like I made the right decision. I'm going to probably just go with WordPress instead of the hosting thing that I have, because the hosting thing that I have is rather expensive, and WordPress is not as expensive. I would eventually like to make postcard size watercolor prints of little coffee cups and doodles and stuff like that, and either sell it from my website or sell it from Etsy. That's in the future thing. I've been thinking about my goals and, you know, that kind of thing. And the truth is that, you know, I have not pushed myself enough forward, not given myself enough credit, not believed in myself enough to think that I could do well on Patreon, that I could get to something like 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers. It amazed me when I hit 2,000. And now I'm like right at 2,500, and I'm like, oh wow. You know, and it feels really good. It feels really good. It feels good to take that one step at a time and to feel like I can improve. I have learned so much on YouTube and on Patreon in the past year that it's really made a difference. I still need to get better at video editing. I am next year going to be changing my video editing software. I want something that's much more friendly. Well, you can see the white streak is growing out. It's almost time, but I don't want to do it quite yet for me to do some touch-ups. But one of the things that's on my wish list for Christmas, when Mr. Rockstar and I were talking, because we're going to do our Christmas after Christmas, was going to go get my hair professionally colored, highlighted actually, so that I can keep the white and then do some highlights as well, because my hair is actually naturally a bunch of different colors. And the underneath is really dark. So it's kind of hard to do it myself because it's such a mixture of colors. So I'm at this place where I'm feeling better about things, better about myself, better about what I think I might be able to do, and I'm feeling confident. Not, oh, the hiccups. Not overly confident, like narcissistic kind of confident. Not egotistical kind of confident, like, you know, I think I'm the it all be all. And I'm not quite sure why I'm explaining that, so I wanted to get out today and do some plein air sketching or some urban sketching. But I had a lot of stuff to do around the house, and I decided to do my self-care day in a completely different way than what I've been doing, and my artist date in a completely different way than what I've been doing. So I took some time for me. I took some time to read The Happiness Project. Earlier today, I read it for about 20 minutes, and I was really getting into it, and then it was time for me to do some stuff. So I decided that my artist date today was going to be to sit outside for a good little while the weather was really nice, and to read, to just enjoy reading The Happiness Project, and that's exactly what I did. So I did, however, get my pen and take a few notes after I came back in from reading, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to have to go in a few minutes anyway because my camera's not going to pick up in low light, and it's getting there. It's getting there. The sun is definitely setting, and the time changes so much earlier now. I hate time change. I'm pretty excited though about some of the changes. I feel really good about it. I'm following my intuition. I'm following where that leads me, and I think so far it's led me down the right path. It's leading me down the right path for purging things. It's leading me down the right path towards organizing things, towards my creativity, and that feels really good, towards my YouTube channel, towards Patreon, and the Facebook stuff. There's been a lot of changes. I've gone through quite a bit of transformations this year, and I feel really good about everything as far as what I'm doing goes. I feel good about where I'm at as far as healing goes. The only thing that has still got me is I'm grieving the loss of my dad, and it's the holidays coming up. We just had Thanksgiving, and this is hard, y'all. This is really hard. And the more I try to kind of just move forward, sometimes the harder it seems. It's not an easy thing. It's getting a little too dark. I'm going to go towards the front because there's a little bit more light in the front yard. And the kids won't be so noisy, and they're still out. But I'm excited. I'm excited about the things, and then I feel kind of guilty still about the things. And I don't mean material things, I mean inward things. Like the fact that we've been cleaning. I have boxes that need to go to the recycling place, and we're going there tomorrow. So I feel really excited about quite a few things. I'm going to sit on the porch where I have some light. So I feel really excited about some of the things. I know that it's going to take me a long time to adjust. You know, my dad has not been gone that long, and I'm really proud of my mom. I'm really proud of my daughter, and you know, my family has been through a lot, and we're all healing. my mom would tell you, and most of us would tell you, that my dad was the rock for everybody, and my mom was the rock for him. My mom is so much stronger than a lot of people give her credit for, or have given her credit for, and I feel like I'm in a really good place. I feel like my mom's in a really good place and getting better every day. Every time I see her, she's doing better and better. And that makes me feel good. So today's kind of a coffee chat, I guess, talking about family. So doing creative stuff in a different way. So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you something, because this has been happening since I got back from when my mom was in the hospital. And can you see my roses? Now they're all over the place. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that one. This one's got a new bloom, which you're not going to be able to see because it's getting dark. And my little yellow roses have 2 beautiful little yellow roses on them. So I'm at this place though where I feel like there are some things I need to improve on. And there are some things that I need to try that I haven't tried creatively. I think there are some definite things I need to put more boundaries with. And instead of overwhelming myself, I need to make sure that I spend enough time with my family and have a little bit more balance and have more time for me. I think that's definitely necessary. I feel like I'm finally finding my way. I'm finally finding a good routine. I'm finally getting into that routine, and I feel like maybe I needed to have my life kind of turned upside down, shake things up a bit, so that I could reevaluate things, truly reevaluate things, because all of this has changed me, and I hadn't really realized how much until the last few weeks. That's when I really started realizing how much that I had changed, how much this had changed me. Going through what I went through with my mom and my dad was, I should say, with my dad and my mom, because of the order of things, and with Mr. Rockstar, it's made me see how strong I really am. It's made me see some of the little things that I think sometimes we take for granted, that we don't really pay attention to because they're little things, but you don't pay attention, or maybe you're not mindful of until something happens that shakes up the core of your foundation. Yeah, that's it right there. And I'm gonna go because now they're getting obnoxious. They see me with the camera and now they're getting obnoxious, and so I'm going to go, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks, y'all. Bye.